Of all the genres of music, we love to go ahead and listen to sad music. And the type of sad music that I really love to listen to was sad OSTs in animes, for example, Yu Yu Hakusho, Naruto, Pain theme, Hinata vs Genji theme, Itachi's theme, and many more animes, especially Hunter x Hunter. I really love those sad songs in that anime as well. And I also listen to slow reverb music, which could also be viewed as a type of sad, depressive type music. And one of the first playlists I ever made was back in 6th grade, and I had a lot of anime OST on there. And one major reason why I had those things on there, because during that time I was going more into more depressive point in my life. I was becoming more isolated. I was becoming more kind of lonely in my own world. And another huge reason as well is that I thought I was that lonely guy, main character type of guy in these animes, kind of. And that was a huge reason where I really started to begin to listen to that music. But later in my life, man, when I had crushes that I didn't ask out, when I was trying to daydream about the life that I could have lived, man, daydreaming about all the dates I could go ahead and take some of these girls on, some of the relationships I could go ahead and have with these girls, I was listening to sad OST music, slow reverb music in a corner. And the thing with sad music as well is that it doesn't have to be a sad song to be sad towards you. Some of these slow reverb songs aren't sad songs that I listen to. But in my opinion, in my viewpoint, there are sad songs. And the problem with these sad songs is that if you're trying to change your identity, if you're trying to go ahead and live a new chapter of your life, you're trying to get out of these depressive times, these sad times, you're trying to go out there and actually talk to a girl that you like, you're trying to go ahead and be more out there, you're trying to go ahead and talk to more people, you're trying to be less isolated, you listening to this music is making you do those things. And we don't think music creates a change. And I'm not telling you to go ahead and listen to the super positive music that you hear at your school assemblies, that you hear at your school rallies, pep rallies, wherever it is. I'm not telling you to go ahead and listen to that super positive music. But you need to go ahead and listen to some music that you view as just normal music, that isn't sad music, putting you into these sad times. You listen to the pain theme, you doing your homework. It's putting you into that sad point of your life. It's putting you into that sad mode. It's putting you back into that point where you're depressed. If you're trying to go ahead and change the identity, you're just gonna have to stop listening to the music for now. But the thing with sad music as well, it could be a great thing to go ahead and do workouts with. It could be a great thing to be a motivation with. And you could go ahead and legitimately use that music in those scenarios. But when you're isolated, don't listen to that music, man. Don't listen to that music thinking about your crush that you could went ahead and have. It's not doing you any good. And I was doing that for years. And I wasn't getting nowhere in my life. I wasn't improving in my life. I wasn't putting myself in scenarios where I could actually be capable of talking to that girl. I was staying at home listening to this music. And this made me more depressed. This made me more sad. Eventually with sad music as well is once you stop listening for a while, and especially some of the songs that aren't really sad but are sad in your viewpoint, don't become sad. But now I listen to these songs and they're not sad. They're amazing, beautiful songs. But back then there were sad and depressive songs. But since I've really changed and stopped listening to that music less and less, and began to change my identity and slowly brought that music back in, I changed my viewpoint upon that music. That music is no longer sad music. And that's what you have to go ahead and do with this music. Sad music could be one of those small things hindering you, not making you go ahead and living the life that you actually want to go ahead and live. If you're feeling lost, if you're feeling confused, if you're tired of being in the point that you are right now, if you're trying to go ahead and get out there and be more sociable, if you're trying to go out there and be able to go ahead and talk to your crush, these are the small things hindering you from doing that. And once you stop doing that, man, and getting out there and doing those things, you will actually begin to live the life you actually want to go ahead and live. And once you're taking action towards those things, it's okay to go ahead and bring some of that music back in, because you don't view it as sad anymore. Some of the sad music will also be nostalgic too later down the line. But if you're listening to it and you're stuck like in a corner, just listen to this music and just daydreaming about the life that you want to go ahead and live, it's not helping you out. And I wish someone would have told me this multiple years ago. But this is your sign. Stop listening to that sad music as of right now. Go ahead and listen to some music that doesn't make you feel sad. I'm not telling you to go ahead and listen to some of that positive music that you hear at your school assembly. No, I'm not telling you to go ahead and do that. But I'm telling you to go ahead and change up your music for now. Start changing your identity to the person who you want to go ahead and be. Then slowly bring some of that music back in. And once you slowly bring that music back in, that music is going to hit because you haven't listened to it for a while. And that's going to be amazing. Be you, be free, peace.